Yep, I'm in a hostel right now. I just decided to take a little rest today because it was raining all day. And that apparently sucks when you're hiking in boggish mountains. Yeah, so I had some nice breakfast in Bantry, and then I did some resupply, and then I drove via bus to Glengarriff, where I checked out the, what's it called again? The blue pool. And then I just basically relaxed in the hostel, took a shower, charged my devices, did a little planning of the next stages, and now I thought I was going to go out again, but it's so rainy, and now I'm in the bed, and I think I will just stay here because it's really cozy. Tomorrow, though, I will go back into the mountains. So I slept really well. Actually, it was quite quiet. Also because the 4 guys that were at the wedding, they only returned when I was already awake. But apparently there came some other people in last night, and they didn't wake me up. So very nice, very cozy bed, very nice hostel. And now I'm on my way to Barley Lake. It's quite early, about, I don't know, let me have a look. 7:03, but today is Sunday, so it's going to be a little more crowded in the mountains, I guess, and the weather is good, so I wanted to be at Barley Lake before everybody else arrives, and then I will hike a little further to the 100 Lakes Wilderness area. One thing about hiking in Ireland is that you do have to road walk quite a lot, because it's so densely populated. So the areas of wilderness or of mountain trails are quite small and often interrupted by civilization. That is, of course, a little sad, but it also comes with advantages, like if something happens to you, you can get help quite easily. You don't have to carry loads of food with you like you would have to do in Norway, for example, or in Iceland. If the weather is bad, like yesterday, you can easily reach a hostel. And I remember 2021, or no, I think it was 2022, yeah, when I got chased out of the mountain by a severe storm here in Ireland, where my tent just ripped over my head and I was sitting in the heaviest rain. I could make it out in less than 3 hours, and that would be impossible in many other places that I've hiked so far. So it all has its pros and cons, but I'm looking forward to the mountains again now. So I arrived at the car park at Barley Lake, meaning the lake will be just over the next hill. I'm very much looking forward to seeing it. So it's very hard to find the way. Actually, I believe there is no way. I'm hiking here in almost knee-high bog. It rained pretty heavily yesterday, and the whole area here is flooded, which is normal, but kind of annoying because my feet are obviously completely wet. But it's beautiful. I just love being out here. It's so nice. There's just nobody here. I'm pretty sure, because it's going to be sunny this afternoon, that there will be a couple of people coming over here from the town, because it's a really nice place and it's accessible by car almost to the lake. There's only like 200-300 meters left from the car park. And well, I mean, on a warm day I could imagine this being a very popular place. But I will hike on to the 100 Lakes, which is somewhere over those mountains, and we will see if we get there. Ne? Alright. Nice home you got. Yep, no trail visible. This is just off-roading here. But that's how Ireland is, away from the very known trails like the Kerry Way or the Beara Way, where I'm on the peninsula right now, on the Beara Peninsula. But I decided to do this little tour here before I will do some of the Beara Way. Yeah, those big trails, they are always very close to civilization, and oh, now it starts raining again, and it's hard to wildcamp there, and you do a lot of road walking. But I will do some parts of the Beara Way later, especially on the Beara Island, which I'm looking forward to very much. But now I'm here in the 100 Lakes wilderness, and it's very nice. This is the real adventure. I originally planned camping here somewhere in this area, but it's absolutely impossible. Everything's underwater, and yeah, I did not expect that. So now I don't know what to do. I will just keep going. Probably hike out of this area because it's just impossible to camp here. And then maybe try to find something on the Beara Way. We will see. Luckily I started at 7. It's so windy. But it's absolutely beautiful. So I've decided to hike to a specific lake on the Beara Way where it might be possible to camp. I don't know, but we will see. It's loosely that direction, but it's going to be quite a scramble, and well, yeah, we will see if we make it there. If I find something doable to camp in between, I will obviously camp there, but I don't think that this will happen. But yep, that's all part of the game. So I've pitched a tent. It's not the most ideal location because it's not flat at all, but after hiking for hours through the bog, this is perfect. There was a much better site up there on the mountain, but it was so windy up there that I would not have trusted the tent to hold up. So now I'm here, and it's only for a night, and the rest of the day it's I think it's 3:30. But yeah, it's still plenty of time, but I didn't want to hike on because you never know when you find another piece of grass where you can actually pitch a tent. It's so nice to be in a tent. Laying down, my feet look terrible. I think I'm losing a nail for the first time in my life. Never had that before on trail. But yeah, my feet have been wet the entire day. And I guess that's just what it is. But now I'm having a can of beans. Luxury item that I brought from town. Baked beans. Ah, I love it. Even cold. So, I'm currently hiking down to Adrigole, I don't know, Adrigole, and it's supposed to rain pretty bad starting at 1, and I'm actually thinking about taking a bus to Castletownbere and then setting over to Barley Island, where I can camp, because the place where I intended to camp this night on the map, it's the same terrain as the bog yesterday, so it's probably impossible to camp there, and that would mean that I had to hike all the way to Castletownbere, which is pretty far, and I'm not really enjoying hiking in the bog in the rain. So I think I will go to the island via bus and then camp on the island.
What's the first name?